Am I okay? Yeah. Why? Yeah, no, I'm good. I'm just gonna work on my dominant. Trying to get this done. You guys good over there? Praying for you. You're not doing good, Chloe. What's happening? I'm mailing them tomorrow. My eyebrows look good? Thanks. No, I'm not fine. Why? What's going on? Oh my goodness, girl. Calm down, girl. Chillax. Chillax. What's been happening? Always. You have a migraine? That's the worst. Caffeine is actually... Do me and my sister talk? No, not really. Okay, hon. Try laying down in a dark room. That usually helps me. A cold rag. And caffeine actually helps me too. Nothing much. Strange. Strange for what? I get this straight, dude. Yeah, there's so many viewers, but no one's talking. Hi. Hello. I did get a lot done. Yes, I did. What did I do today? Nothing. Nothing at all. I don't feel good. Yeah. Of course they do. I'm fine. I don't know. Are you guys fine? Like, I don't know. Yeah, they want to marry me. No shit. Alright. They're wondering why you aren't hyper. I'm okay. Why? Do you want me to be hyper? Like hyped up. No. The fuck? Is wrestling on? Yeah. More. You give me more energy. What's wrong? I don't know. Where's your kid, Kaylee? I'm sorry, I'm trying to really focus on this diamond painting. Oh, you can't speak because you got blocked. I'm so sorry. You mad at me or something? No. No, I'm cool. Thank you. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with you guys. I'm just a little confused on really what's going on, but I hope that everyone's okay. I just find it weird that there's so many viewers in here. Something probably went on. Oh, I know. They just probably made up some shit. And then everyone's freaking out. Guarantee you. That's what's going on here. I guarantee you. I think you know. I really don't, actually. You've got it. Just a lot of yapping. People are streaming you. Oh, that makes sense. Well, since you guys are here, I wrote a book. It's called Raised by Love, Broken by Bullies, A Mother's Battle. Somebody just emailed they want 2 copies or signed copies, but this is available on Amazon. It's about my childhood trauma and what the bullies have done to me on TikTok. Feel free to look it up on Amazon. Want a battle? Nah. Don't really feel like I want to get triggered right now. Oopsies. You should do a book signing tour. What do you mean a book signing tour? I guess we're all famous. Why do people stream your live and have gossip groups? Because I'm being cyberbullied and cyberstalked on the internet severely. Like, severely. It's a long story. Yeah, I ate today. Like, bad. I know, same. That's good. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know, Abby. I'm good. How are you? Hey. What's up? It was good. It was good. Good night, honey. Feel better. All right, where is this one? Okay, here we go. I know. You're welcome. That looks satisfying. It is. You just did diamond art bookmarks this weekend and ordered. Nice. But that'd be really pretty. Oops, and I have it on there. Oh my gosh. Hey, Amy. Here, I'm gonna put my book right here. Okay, I'm just gonna put it right there. Everyone can see it. Am I being filtered? I think so. Hello. How are you? I don't yell. Like, Gabi speak for herself. Why would I? What? Why would I yell? I bought 3 of your books and gave it a 5-star review. Thank you. It's a really good book. This is my son on here, and this is me. And it's not a biography. And I always like to read I dedicated this to my son. What is okay? So it says to my son Cameron, I am so deeply sorry for all the times life has felt unfair, for all the battles that we've never asked for but had to face. Please know that Mommy has never stopped fighting for you, for your happiness, your safety, and your future. Every word in this book, every tear shed, every step forward has been for you. You are my reason, my light, and my strength. When the world tried to break me, your smile reminded me to keep going. When people doubted me, your love gave me the courage to rise again. This book is not just my story, it's our story. And I dedicated it to you with all my love, in the hopes that one day you will see how hard I fought, how much I loved, and how deeply I believed in you. Forever and always, Mommy. I'm going to read a chapter. And also, at the end of my book, for anyone that is struggling with mental health, substance abuse, or bullying assistance, I did write some numbers and a website link to reference if anyone needs it. Everything in this book has been done on TikTok Live. Let's see. Chapter 26. In the last year, the emotional toll has been crushing. I just can't go live without someone jumping on their platform, talking about my hygiene, my clothes, my son, my family. They were saying things like how my mom failed my sister and I. It goes on for hours and hours nonstop. They have created Reddit pages, Discord, Telegram groups, all to talk about me. They body shame me, talk about trying to get my son taken away from me, and they laugh about it. They already ruined my chances of getting her trained as a service dog, and now they are trying to get Coco taken away from me by calling animal control. They want me to be isolated. They want me to have no friends, no support, no mods, no money, no job, and no son. I tried explaining to everyone what is happening, but many have just walked away and started hating on me as well. I tell myself the truth will come to the light, so I kept pushing and trying to ignore it. Since we have moved to Florida, CPS have come between 10 to 15 times because of the internet bullies. I'm not a perfect mom, and I've made first-time mom mistakes, but who is perfect? I have never abused or neglected my son. I was being accused of being on drugs. I have passed every drug test. One day, CPS came knocking on my door with claims of medical neglect. There was no proof of that. They came in and checked out Cameron and found no marks or burns. Nothing was found to match the allegations. They had received a call that I poured epoxy over my son in the bathtub, and that I didn't bring him to the hospital, and that he had burns all over his body. CPS confirmed that that was a lie and he had no burns. They found Cameron was in good health, and they closed the case. A week later, another medical neglect complaint was called into CPS. Another worker came out and Cameron was again checked out. I was given a drug test. Again, no evidence to support those claims. I've learned that after so many medical neglect calls, you have to take your child to an abuse clinic to be evaluated. I knew I was not guilty and I had nothing to hide. But I felt funny about this company and felt this was very sketchy. I didn't want to put my son through all of this based on the internet bullies. I told CPS worker that they had no evidence and they have checked out my son and found nothing. I've offered to take him to his pediatrician and they denied. I told them that I would only take him if it was court ordered. I was live streaming while Cameron was at school one day, and there was a knock at my door. We have cameras on the front door. So I asked Aaron, who's at the door. He said there was a police officer and a CPS worker and our son at the door. I opened up the door and I was informed that they got a warrant and picked up Cam from school and took him to the clinic and had a doctor perform an exam on him to see if there was any abuse or neglect. They handed me my son and a piece of paper. The paper was an order from the judge to get Cameron checked out. They said that your son is good. We found no abuse and no neglect. I was so upset because I thought I would have been notified of them doing this. I didn't think that that was fair because of just the internet bullies. They just went and got my son from school and took him to get an exam without his mother's knowledge. This was so unfair and scary and not okay. And there was zero evidence and just what people were saying. Things were just escalating and getting worse with the hate. People were making hateful videos of my live streaming and twisting the narrative. If I'm dancing in the kitchen and having a good time, they say I'm on drugs. If I'm singing, they make fun of me and say horrible things. People even started making usernames on TikTok, making fun of Aaron and I. They would create names that were just cruel. There was hundreds of usernames being created, hundreds of accounts being created to post videos making fun of me. Some of these pages are just filled with videos of me, and they are constantly talking about me on lives. It just kept getting worse and worse. I was trying to ignore it and kept my head down and just continued to do my live streams. The things that they were doing was very creepy and obsessive. I was beginning to become overwhelmed with all the hate. I felt like my head was going to explode with everyone messaging me about what the haters were doing. There was a group of girls who were the worst. They were gathering others to continue to hate on me. It was making the hate so much worse. One of those girls had a page that was filled with my face, making fun of my hair, my body, my hygiene. Every single move I made, she would be on a live stream talking about it and making jokes out of everything. I was at my breaking point where enough was enough. I had a friend back from Illinois who had a daughter that was a paralegal. I asked for some help with getting a cease and desist. I was hoping maybe if I sent out a cease and desist, the woman would stop harassing me. I reached out to her and I told her everything that these people were doing. I asked for help to write the cease and desist, demanding that they stop talking about me or there would be legal actions. I was emailed the papers and I went to go send them out, praying that this would be the answer to get them to stop. When they received the papers, they were really upset and went live to talk about it. They said in hundreds of phone calls and texts. I was receiving death threats and threats of calling CPS and taking my son away. The hate got 10 times worse. I sent it out. All right. Oh, I love you too. I'm fine. Okay, where was I? I began getting hundreds and hundreds of phone calls and texts. I was receiving death threats and threats of calling CPS and taking my son away. The hate got 10 times worse. I sent it out to try and protect my family instead it created more problems. What these people would do is come into my lives in large groups and start attacking me and saying horrible things. I was also receiving all these threats and calls constantly. They would bully me and try to push me to my breaking point. They wanted to make me lose control so I would look unstable and unfit. They wanted me to look like a psychotic monster. I would try not to react, but when they were saying such horrible things and speaking bad about my son, it was hard not to react. They were trying to ruin my life and my reputation just because they didn't like me. They would claim it was freedom of speech. But there's a fine line between freedom of speech and going real life and being a bully. They think that they're untouchable. They started trying to get my landlord's information to try and get me evicted. They started calling false claims into Aaron's job. They threatened to burn down my mom's house. The police had been called to my house many, many times for random things like welfare checks, saying I was hitting my son. Poop was sent to my house as well as my mother's. My information was doxxed, and they started doing my mom's information. It was just getting out of control. I thought I could go to my sister for support because she was also experiencing online bullying. They had also been calling her a job and harassing her. The unfortunate thing was people were trying everything to tear my sister and I apart. They were turning us against each other. My own sister started saying horrible things about me and her own nephew. She started believing the horrible things the haters were saying. I tried explaining to her what these people were trying to do. I'm not sure if she just couldn't handle the hate and just wanted to be liked. But it made me very upset. I saw the truth of what was happening, but I couldn't get my sister to understand this. She was blinded by everything. She has always been jealous of me because I had a boyfriend, a home, a baby. She was angry and upset and letting these people get to her. I couldn't believe that she was doing this to me on TikTok. I would never have done this to her, what she has done to me. These haters were creating so many problems. I want to read one more chapter. All right, I'm going to read last lecture. Do you think she was... Hold on a second. I'm going to read one more chapter. Chapter 30. In the first year in our new home, in our new state, should have been the happiest years of our lives, but instead it was the hardest I've ever experienced. The bullying wasn't just online anymore. It was sleeping into every corner of my life, causing so much emotional pain and distress that I could barely breathe. People were also posting fake Craigslist ads saying I was giving away free items and posting my address, so people were showing up at my house and knocking on my door. Some haters even went as far to send random DoorDash deliveries to my house. I could never just go live without someone jumping on their own platform and talking about me nonstop. It would go on for hours and hours every single day. There were communities being built around me. They were discussing me on every platform. They were stalking me, harassing me. The biggest thing was talking about how horrible of a mother they thought I was. They were targeting my son the most. CPS was showing up at my door all the time with allegations of neglect, abuse, drug use, and mental health issues. I wasn't perfect and made plenty of mistakes, but I've never harmed my son. I would take their drug test, comply with everything they asked, and always prove that none of these things been reported were true. I was feeling like I was under constant attack. My mind, my body was reacting to this in a way I've never experienced. One minute I would be making Cameron dinner and feeling fine. The next my chest was tight and I was grasping for air. I barely recognized myself anymore. I felt like I was fighting for my life. Every time there was a knock at the door or my phone would ding, I would tremble waiting for the next attack, the next lie someone would tell about me, the next person to show up at my door with more accusations or random things people were sending to my house. I couldn't eat, I couldn't sleep, and worst of all, I started believing the things people were saying about me. I was questioning if I was really crazy or if I was a bad mom. I was really starting to question if I deserved what was happening. One night while I was laying in bed trying to sleep, going over things in my head, I heard a voice, a weak and tired voice whisper, "You don't deserve this. None of those things are true." I knew I had to do something. I just didn't know what it was yet. To admit I was drowning in all of this and that I needed help was not easy. I made a doctor's appointment, and it took everything in me to go to that appointment. I felt broken, but there was still a spark there. However tiny, it was still there. It was hope. I hit a breaking point, and I couldn't do this on my own anymore. I spoke to the doctor in a scared whisper of a voice telling her everything. I explained the last few years of my life, how things have escalated recently. She diagnosed me with having significant emotional distress, emotional abuse from social media, and PTSD, and put it in my chart that I'm a victim of cyberbullying. She prescribed me Lexapro and hydroxyzine. I knew the medication would take a little while before it was working. All this harassment and bullying and stalking had taken a huge toll on my mind and body. I needed to get my strength back to be able to fight, not just for myself, but for my family. But to fight, to protect the life I was trying to build, the future I dreamed for Cameron. I was realizing the importance of standing firm and refusing to let others define me. I started to rebuild my mind and what I wanted to happen. I was holding on to that fragile thread of hope even in the darkest moment. All the harassment, the threats, the body shaming, name calling, and relentless attacks that were meant to break me were revealing my strength. I no longer wanted to be a victim. I wanted to be a fighter. I realized it was no longer about winning every battle. It was about never giving up on this war. For peace and safety, I had a renewed sense of purpose. I learned to find strength in small victories. This could be a quiet evening with no threats, genuine conversation with someone who believed me, a day I could breathe without fear. These may not seem huge, but they felt huge. I had hope and a new desire to continue. Yes, this is my book. There's a lot of things that you guys don't even understand behind closed doors. when I would log off, how it would follow me everywhere I went to. Besides that, everything that's in my book, it happened on social media. I encourage everybody to please get my book. I honestly don't remember that part. Which part? Which part? Thank you that you just read about the PTSD. What, the PTSD? You mean like when my doctor's appointments? And how it caused your new paperwork says you don't have PTSD. No, what? No, I can definitely show you. There's a different sense of PTSD. Lies? Not good. I don't even want to talk about that. No, they're trying to bait me. I already know what they're trying to do. They're trying to bait me. Hey, Lauren. No, you're good. So I'm just sharing my testimony, and hope that, people, can, I don't know. I just hope people can relate to it and hope they can understand what happens on the other side of social media. Thank you. I have sold a lot, actually. And that's freaking amazing. That is very, very amazing. Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate it. I do signed copies, but also if you would like a, oh, yeah, on the rail, I could do that. It is on Amazon. You bought my book, but I didn't see any of that in there. Well, you probably got the wrong book then, because it's definitely in there. Gary, show me you bought the book right now. Yeah, right? Exactly. Gary, don't blame me. You make my day, girl. Where's the book say that? Did you add that? What? What are you talking about? I'm so confused. I added what? Supporters, I'm going to ask you guys a question. Not the haters, but I'm going to ask my supporters to speak up. If it's the one thing that I can ask you, I would like you to please comment. In my book, all of the things that I have done and said and you have seen for your own self, is my book based on true facts? everything that has happened to me from the get. Thank you. Flow. Thank you. I know. We got you, G. I know you do. I know you do. I have a lot of support. And I can't thank you enough for that. Because there was a day that I probably would have never been here. I probably would not be here today if I did not go see a doctor. And that is a very true thing. And so I am very, very, very blessed that I am still here. Thank you, Jesus. And me too. I am here. And that's why that's why I'm sharing my testimony. I'm sharing my story. And I'm doing better, actually. I'm doing better. Before I got on medication and treated, I would crash out. I would scream. I would cry. And when someone doesn't really fucking understand all the bullying that you've gone through, it really does it makes you mentally ill, severely mentally ill, where some people actually unalive themselves. And that is why there are people that do that, because it gets to a point. And it's very, 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 very serious. And it's not okay when you mess with somebody's mental mind. It is not okay. Hi. So I got the help that I needed, and I was put on medication, and I'm in therapy, and I am a lot better. I am very calm, and I'm in extensive therapy. And I should have, got on medication a long time ago, but I see the growth daily. That kind of help takes a lifetime. I'm just tuning in. I'm glad to hear this. No, it's okay. You take trazodone. Me too. You are making a lot of progress. I am. And I think my testimony can really help a lot of people out there. And I think that's why I'm trying to fight so hard. Thank you. I don't really know if you guys know what can happen to a person that gets extremely bullied, and what it can do to your body and mind. I don't know if somebody actually really understands what it can do. It can do some really bad damage. And I let them do that. I am proud of myself. Mm-hmm. Sure am. I'm very strong. No, I know it's not my fault. Listen. How am I feeling? Fine. Listen, if you're new here, I really encourage you to buy my book. It will give you a better understanding. You did nothing wrong to justify what they had done. I know. No, I know. I know. It's crazy. It's crazy, 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 crazy. I think your comment got filtered. Hello. I hope they all pay for what they've done. Me too. Me too. Just wanted to stop by and say you are strong. Some days are harder than others. They are. They are. But, you know, the strength that I have to deal with all of these bullies is I just pray. Seriously, I just pray. And I just ask God to give me the strength to handle this. A lot of people tell me, Gabby, how the fuck do you do this? How the fuck do you do this? And I do want to say, I've said this multiple times, so many times, but please do not judge me before you honestly know the full picture. You can ask my supporters who were on the hater side, who believed them, who did the exact same thing that the haters did, and they turned over here. I'm not telling you to pick sides. I'm just saying, don't make fun of me and don't judge me until you actually know the full story. Hello. You would be in shock at what these people have done to me. Thanks. In shocked. But I don't know if I need, Amanda, I need your address. The true story, not a narrative people are trying to spin, just saying. Yes. And if you asked me if I did take a break, I did. Many times, actually. Actually, getting off the internet is actually scarier and more dangerous. Don't roll your eyes when I said that. Gabby, I sent you. Oh, you did? Okay, I gotta look into that. I was off the internet just, you know, focusing on me, here's what they would say. They said that we would hire a PI to follow me around. They also have people that live near me that are surrounded by the bullies, and that they would relay, like they would watch me and then they would relay it back to the ringleaders. Just wait and show it a replays from years ago. Yeah, and that's so when I'm not on the app, they're very obsessive. So they would go on live and they would pull up the replays, and these people will just spin the narrative, dude. And they would clip, like for instance, I'm not good with my words, whatever, but with the witness statements, I never meant to say that I would pay for the witness statements. I said, and I corrected myself once I realized what I said, and I said, no. What I meant was I would pay for the fees to get it like notarized, and I would pay for that. And they took that clip that I messed up, or like I messed what I was trying to say, and they clipped it. And so if you just look at that clip, it's gonna make me look like, yeah. And then what they would do is, for the longest time, they would bait me in my live. So they would all come in groups, and they would say so much. Oh my word. They would attack me by hundreds of because I get, for the last 3 years, they really know how to push my buttons. So what they did was, it was like beep, 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 beep. And they all just, on the Discord and Reddit and Telegram, they all like, okay, we're going to go in the live and we're all going to go after her. And then they would just nonstop until they got what they wanted. And what they got is me screaming and yelling. For example, if I said I had PTSD, or if I had whatever the case, they would say liar, liar, liar. And they would come up with these narratives, and it would bait me. They would literally bait me into getting me to show the evidence. I never wanted to. I felt forced. And so I think that's because of probably, it's still happening today. I know. If you're new in my live, if people are streaming right now and you're a viewer, they took advantage of your vulnerability. Whatever Kaylee said. And it's true. If you don't believe me, just listen to my supporters who have been here for 3 years. I know maybe it's hard to believe me as a creator that's getting all the hate. Don't take it from me. If that makes sense, you can take it from somebody else. It's hard to explain. I've been here for 3 years. Yeah, there's so much hate in this world. There's so much hate. And it's very, very sad. It's just disgusting and evil. And it's just horrible. But please, please, please pick up my book and read it. I would love the support. And I would love to get my story out there and testimony out there. And I need you guys to help me. Galaxy for Gabi. No, no galaxies. No. How many books have you sold out on Amazon? Over 100. Kaylee. Kaylee. Leon for Gabby. No. Stop it. I'm gonna be really upset with you. Wait, I got your book. I've been reading before bed. I like to do a video supporting you. Really? Candace? Got that nurse money, I had to spend it. Kaylee, I love you. I love you too. My supporters have been here for me. I think my question is where your story starts. My story starts with, you mean on TikTok? Of when all of this took place? They sit there. Yes, they do. They sit there and VP. Yeah, no, they sit there for hours. You have been following me for a long time. Thank you for your support. So this is my book. I know you're gonna get really old of me. So this is my book. This is my son. This is me. And it's not blank. This is my life. This is my story. This is my testimony. This is what happened to me, my childhood. How I just, when you read this, from what I have been through to now, it is just incredible. I'm so proud of myself because I'm like, I did it. Like, I'm here and I'm standing still. Don't know. You would think I would fall. Yes, my family read my book. They love it. It's not like a Nicholas Sparks book, okay? It's an autobiography. It's not that long. I'm writing another book. My story's not over. It is still happening. As you can tell, if you see lives and these people talking bad about me, that's all gonna be in my book. So whatever you see on TikTok is all gonna be in my book. So when you get my second book, remember what are things are happening, because then it will make more sense to you. Just saying. I was trying to get you to think, but yet you still go live every day. I do. Why? Oh yeah, back to the PTSD. I want to say something. My PTSD comes from the knock on the door. My PTSD stems from my own home. I want to make that very, very clear. And for the longest time, you guys knew I did not leave my fucking house for months. I was scared to go out in public. It was bad. I had months of like being terrified. And, you know, and so it's because of all the knocks on my door. It's because of all the Craigslist ads, the death threats. If there is thunder and there's a big boom and I do not know it's coming, I jump. I get scared. Whenever there's a knock on my door, I would go hide in my closet. Who's at the door? And yeah. It's just any loud noises, a dog barking when I'm not expecting it. I could not even do fireworks. I couldn't. I told Aaron we have to go home. And I just wanted to go in bed and I want to lay down. I called my mom crying. I had to get headphones because I could not. I couldn't do it. Couldn't do it. So I tried, and I went back out in the front yard to kind of like, so I did it for my son. I'm like, I can do this, Gabby. I'm his mom. So I kind of just tried my best to go out in the front yard with Aaron and him, because Aaron bought some of those firecrackers. So I tried my best to stay out there as much as I could. And I did pretty good. I did pretty good. And then I went back inside. Hey. PP. What's PP? Team Gabby. What are we done in arting tonight? The leopard. You want to see how much I got done? Let me show you. Thank you. That looks, love it. Thank you. It's beautiful. Hey, do me a favor. If you want to go see the diagnosis from my psychiatrist, go in my profile, and there's a couple of videos down. It's the January 28th one where it looks like I'm crying, and that's the day that I probably would not be here. And if you scroll all the way, you can see that what I've been diagnosed with. It's up to you. It's on my page for you guys to go look at it. I think I want some ice cream. Oh my God, you made a lot of progress. I know of this diamond painting. Yeah, I know I have. I'm doing pretty good. I'm doing pretty good. Thank God you held on. It took me a month to finish. Have you tried the new Oreo Reese's yet? No, I have not. But that sounds really good though. Should try that. But I love my moose tracks. Doesn't everyone have PTSD to some degree? Probably. Maybe an accident. If you get into an accident and you're scared to become going behind a wheel. Or it could be getting bit by a dog. Severely. And every time you see a dog, you would probably be scared. or having that memory that happened to you. I wasn't saying she didn't have it, by the way. No, go check my video out. I encourage you. I have PTSD from my own mom. I'm sorry. That's horrible. Your own mother. Wow, I'm so sorry. Must be very hard. I'm sorry, Anita. And that's really hard because the next guy that you try, if you do ever try, has to work 10 times harder because of the last guy. And that's not fair. Gabi, Woody. Yeah. My mom loved your book. Really? You scared me for a second. I'm like, what? Aww. Tell her thank you. Awesome. Hey. Leave a review for me. That would be amazing. You're not a hater, right? Somebody told me that, like, they're coming over here to say that they loved your book and blah, blah, blah. Not that you are, I just hope that you're legit and you like my book, or your mom liked my book. Gabi, did you ever go inpatient for PTSD? No, I just saw my psychiatrist. And, well, first of all, when I had that court documentation, oh God, it was not good. Oh, it was not good. No, it was bad. And that is when my doctor, primary doctor, diagnosed me with significant emotional distress. And then he had some other documentation in my notes there. So I think we're at 8 months of me being in therapy and under medication. Anyways, I hope you have a good night. Me too. Have you seen The Unknown Number? What, on Netflix? I don't watch movies anymore. Not really, actually. I have too much in my brain. Too much, Hi. See you later, Sherry. Good night. Just trying to be ridiculous. Yeah. Thanks. Oopsies. Why do I use the other side of the beads? Because it's not an easy diamond art. It's the design. What's up? It's the design that is complicated, so I only can do, it's a leopard. I can only do one by one. It's a pain in my ass. Good night, Anita. Hey, what's up? Will that one? I think someone kind of claimed it, but I don't know though. Aaron says that I should keep it, but I need to raise money for a lawyer, so I told Aaron that I just really need to sell it. Sorry, Gabi. For what? Go to sleep. It's so relaxing. I'll just message you. Okay. No. How do you get a book signed? Order it? No, I have the books here. You would just pay me and email me. My email's in my bio, and then I will sign it for you on live. Am I being filtered again? Maybe, probably. What's that noise? I'm not sure. I was asking if still available. Do you have any ideas I would love? I was asking if he's still available to. I'm so sorry. Bella, I'm just really confused. Girl, answer my question. It's genuine. What's up? Neither. Mother-in-law. Mother-in-law. Yeah, but what was the question? Something about money ideas? For diamond art is if it's. Oh, you mean this picture? Have I found a lawyer yet? No, I can't afford one. I don't know what. Email me. My email's in my bio. I do respond to that. All I can say to you guys is I may not have money for a lawyer. I do have close to $2,000 saved up. But without saying too much, I do have a way. I do have another thing that's happening. It's criminal with the police, which I don't need a lawyer for that if the DA picks it up. But that's up to them. So I did get a lot of the statements already, and that should really help. But I am going for a criminal and I'm going for a civil. So civil's gonna have to be on hold for now until something happens with here. Let's just pray that something gets done. I pray every single day that I love that part you read earlier. What page is it on? I want to bookmark it. 0 followers. What do you mean 0? I don't know if I want to just get the book or show me that you actually have the book. I will help and pray with you, Gabi. You emailed me? you're saying what you read isn't in the book at all. No, it definitely is. Chapter 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. The chapter that I read was '27 was one. Chapter 31 is probably what you want. So look up chapter 31. It's in there. Yeah, that's it. You don't have to prove anything.